Alright, what is up, guys? We are back with Tokyo Ghoul, Chapter 77, Tower 7. We got three sevens. Let's just get into it, man. Let's see where we go from here, because it does feel like the arc is starting to like wrap up now. So let's see how this thing finishes off. Um, there's our guy. There's that guy down there. All right. And all these ghouls too, just going after them. Are those two leaders? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was about to say those aren't the brothers, right? They seem tough. They have a lot of men with them too. Brace yourselves. Yes, sir. Amon. Man, look at Amon go. Amon, the Kagane gotten good. No. He twisted himself at the last moment. Our combo number 3 only gouged him a bit. I kind of had a feeling, but that box carrier is pretty tough. Hey, brother? He just has a big weapon. He's slow and vulnerable everywhere. We could kill him 10 times out of 10. Let's finish him with combo number 1. Amon. Alright, let's see what he does. We humans are far inferior to them in terms of physical ability. So how do you think we win in battles against ghouls? I think we need to come close to matching their strength and stamina. That's certainly true. There are individual variances, however. It's said that the kinetic energy generated by the muscles of a grown ghoul is 4 to 7 times that of a human. I'm stepping in, you'll be hit, but RC cells are very powerful and fuel efficient. We are just designed completely differently. A light motor vehicle stands no chance against an F1 car racing on the same track. Yeah, so how do we combat that? The dynamic vision and reflex enhancement exercises they taught you at the academy. That is one of the most basic techniques to avoid being instantly killed by them. Nice. So how do we fill the gap and come out victorious? How, sir? Splash tar on the track. What? You can even tamper with the car. Steal anything you can from them. So that would be the Kaganes, right? Or the Kinkes. The key is to remain cunning. If it's in the name of justice, any impropriety is permitted. What's contained inside these cases of ours is the CCG's most cunning and improper creation. So, I mean, that is the loophole. But, oh my god, there's like a second form almost? Whoa. It is also the most effective weapon of justice. Good lord. Kura is a kinke which is designed to change shape. It's a bit too heavy for me to handle 2 blades in each hand, but but it's damn effective, man. Good lord. So I mean, he specifically said that Kura is designed to sort of have a second form almost to break off into 2 separate blades. So like, is this something that's specific to Kura, or can other Kinkes also have this ability where they can almost like kind of like in a Bloodborne esque way of like changing forms, right? Um, I think that would be really really cool to see that. Um, yeah, now my mind kind of like wonders, like, man, just thinking about all the possibilities we could have with that would be interesting. But okay. Heavyweight Kogaku is your area of expertise. If I die, I'd like you to use it. The Bin brothers. Okay, so yeah, it was them. The rest are weak. Take them out. Go. Great work, Investigator Amon. We're almost done. All right, we're almost done here. I wonder if Investigator Shinohara is okay. I need to rejoin him. I wonder if Amon and Kaneki are gonna meet, right? Because like, would Amon even like recognize them, because they've only met the one time? But like, still, that mask. I mean, he left quite an impression on Amon. So obviously, Amon's gonna recognize Kaneki. But then again, the hair, right? He has white hair this time now. But still, I hope like, I don't think that they're gonna fight, but it feels like they should see each other like one more time here, right? Um, because they're both sort of at like different places now than where they were at when they first met, right? So I think that could be really really cool. That's okay. Literally the next page. The ghoul with the eye patch. Oh man, and he noticed him too. So what's gonna happen? Is Kaneki just gonna be like, I don't have time for this? Just gonna keep going or what? Were you fighting here too? Yeah, Kaneki just kept going. Don't go anywhere. There's a lot I want to ask you. I recognize that guy. We met somewhere. Who was it? Uh, right. That guy I lifted 3,000 yen from. Kamiyama or something like that. What's an ordinary college student doing here? Also, was he really able to recognize Kaneki like in his ghoul form? Jesus. Does it mean he's not ordinary? Or maybe. Hmm. This? It's dead and it's mine. Bye. What's going on here? Are they really about to fight right now? This is gonna be interesting, man. I mean, cause Yomo and Yuta, they couldn't really take him down, right? Okay, chapter 78, Diversion, let's go. Okay, we got Shinohara and the owl fight still going on. Um yeah, and then I forgot about their armor was beginning to like transform a bit and like completely like amass their bodies. Let's see if this can give them an edge now. Man, dude. Is it weird that I'm like legitimately worried about the owl like being taken down in this fight? Cause like am I underestimating the owl, right? Like I feel like I'm underestimating the one-eyed, but at the same time, man, like I don't know. Um damn, you're taking it to the owl. Their movement's almost not human. Judging from the shape, it could be a Kakuha, Kinke. Considering its two Kakuha worth, it's got quite the firepower. But can they withstand it? Can a human endure ghoul movements? Man, dude, looking like the owl is like chipped and cracked. Like his cognate is like really messed up. Like you can, I really love seeing just how much like the wear and tear that's happening. It performs incredibly, but it also takes a lot out of you. Yeah, it does. A Kinke that consumes its user. The CCG has lost its mind. Hmm. So I wonder if it's almost like a berserker armor kind of situation. Shinohara. I don't think the safety's functioning properly. What? It's biting into me. This ain't good. It'll eventually eat me up. What a horrifying weapon. The world. Whoa, so the owl's actually talking? Continues to breed anger and sadness, pilfering, killing. We justify those actions or those acts to convince ourselves that we are only doing what we are supposed to. Your weapon is a symbol of that. There exists no reason to take another's life. Any act of taking a life is equally evil. What is he saying? If there is such a thing as a ghoul or as a soul, it seems Arata does not intend to lend you a hand. It's time. He's getting away. Fire! Getting away? It's us who are getting away. Dude, what's about to happen? Shinohara, I'm pulling it off of you. Radio Commander Marud, and request a med team. Yes, sir. Shinohara. The owl is a rate SSS ghoul who has produced countless victims. He's one of our most wanted targets. We lost countless special investigators to him. 10 years ago, during the anti-owl operation that took place while I was recuperating. Let me go back really quick. So, there's one thing that I'm like kind of um can like is the owls like speaking like a different language, or was it just that they were so far away from the owl that they couldn't hear what it was actually saying? Because I think it was Arata who just asked like what is he saying? Um I'm gonna go with the latter, that he was just like too far away. They couldn't really make out what he was saying. Maybe that mask is like muffling his voice a little bit. Like I don't know. But I don't know. I just maybe I'm just reading into it too much, right? Maybe there's a part of me that wants the owl to just randomly be speaking a different language, because that would be cool. But okay, let's get back into it. Um, they were wounded, but none were killed. Oh, interesting. Just like tonight, yeah. And the owl I fought, I feel was slightly bigger. Wait, Commander Maru, towers 1 through 8 have been cleared. We estimate a 98% extermination rate. Whoa, so I need to go back. So, okay, so it seemingly, man, and I didn't even know. Now I actually want to go back into the previous volumes. Like, since this arc, this whole Algiri Tree arc has started, and actually look to see if the owl has the owl actually killed anybody? Um, right? Because I feel like I distinctly remember seeing the owl taking out some CCG grunts, right? Um, but maybe he hasn't. So okay, but if that is true, that this owl here standing before us has not killed anyone, then that is much in line with the same owl that Arata fought all those years ago, right? Um, hmm. But then he's saying that the owl that he fought was slightly bigger. So now I'm confused because okay, so seemingly like this owl, if it is true that he has not killed anybody in this entire entire arc, if he has not killed anyone, then that's much in line the same as the owl that Arata fought all those years ago. But then at the same time, he's saying that this owl like physically is different from the one that he fought all those years ago. So are there two owls, or is this the exact same owl, but maybe he's gotten older, so maybe he um just body wise he isn't as like physically fit, maybe. um Maybe that's it. I feel like that's probably the more likely scenario, that maybe he's just older, and that's just kind of like the natural thing that happens to ghouls bodies over time. um yeah, I don't know. Maybe there are two owls. um Anyway, hmm. The remaining 2% may come back to bite us, but we've met our quota. Prepare a press conference to announce our victory to the public that takes peace for granted. Yes, sir. Sir, it's the main office. Who is it? Special Investigator Arima. Arima? I get it. You must have got a word of my great victory already. Hello, this is the 11th Ward Special Task Force Commander Murad. Sir? Hey, Arima, while you were out mole hunting, I already took care of business here. I'm still itching to go. That's great. And you mind sending any valuable units my way, huh? The Ghoul Detention Center and the 23rd's been attacked, possibly by the 11th Ward Ghoul's main unit. I'm heading there right now myself. I'll see you soon. The main unit. I was wondering when he was gonna show up. Like, where was he? Interesting. So like that's interesting that he would prioritize the 23rd. But okay, but it's a ghoul detention center. Huh. So as in a ghoul prison? Why does something like that right? That is a detention center. Why does a ghoul detention center even exist? You would think the CCG would just outright kill all of them, right? That's interesting. Hmm. And yeah, so if it is exactly like a prison, then it would make sense why they would want to go there, make it a priority to go to the 23rd, uh, and liberate everyone that's in there, right? It would make complete sense. Huh, interesting. Buko, not bad. We couldn't reach the innermost section, but we did make it to the SS level. Yeah. Humans are so stupid, aren't they? Ito? Falling for such a simple diversion, how stupid can they be? For them to call themselves this country's anti-ghoul specialists. Now that's funny. We achieved our objective. Take any more time and they'll be here. Let's go, okay? Tatara. What? I wonder how many of us in the 11th ward died tonight. Suppose most of them did. Maybe 200? 200. And let's kill as many as we can for those 200. Yeah. Looks like they lost. It's crumbling, my love nest. You were fond of him, weren't you? You wouldn't even take my calls. I thought Yomori could fill the hole of my loneliness, but instead he literally punched holes through my gut. You were a doormat for him. Anyway, did the one-eyed king actually exist? There is no such ghoul. Oh, really? It's simple. Hmm. Oh, but you know, yeah, what's that? I wonder why a person who stood at the brink of despair can become so beautiful. You talking about the eye patch boy? He's going to be something, maybe even a better man than Yamori. There are only two ways you can live: live beautifully or live for somebody beautiful. Interesting. It's too late now for you to be beautiful. Do you want your ass kicked? It's fine going out looking for men, but don't forget about us, okay? I haven't seen you guys in a while. I was just thinking I should drop by. Clowns, get the last laugh. That's right. I'll be telling jokes till the moment I die. Real dirty ones, too. Kaneki. Alright. Okay, so interesting, man. It's also really interesting to see all these characters like from not necessarily like the ashes, but like from the remnants of this battle, kind of like spreading out, branching out into like their own kind of different directions, right? Um, right, like you would assume that like Banjo has already gone off. Now you got these two clowns, right? The Bin brothers are dead, so you got that. Um, Ayato was taken as well. Uh, and then Tatara and Ito are kind of doing their own thing. But also let's talk about that really quick. So what I'm getting from this is that like what was there any way that they could have anticipated that this attack was coming, or once they caught wind of it they were like, okay, like this is the perfect opportunity to go to the detention center and finally like liberate the detention center as many as we can, um because obviously security is going to be lessened there during this time, right? um I mean, yeah, it really is the perfect diversion, essentially. um yeah, yeah, that's really crazy, man. But at the same time, it's also like for them to sort of leave their sort of like base of operations, essentially. um it almost makes you wonder how many more of their people would still be alive if Tatara and Ito were there, right? um they estimate 200 people at 200 people have been killed. um so I wonder if having them there could have possibly changed that number. um but I don't know. I guess for them it was a worthwhile sort of like I guess sacrifice almost, right? Because this was their true objective at the end of the day. And then I guess this also begs another question is that like who is in this detention center, right? Like who is in this detention center that would make Tatara say or be okay with essentially sacrificing 200 people, right? Leaving behind 200 people. There has to be someone crazy in this detention center, right? Um, Now they didn't get everyone out. They're only able to go through I think the inner sector. I think they said. Um, but still, you would have to think that they did this because there is someone here that they specifically wanted. Maybe. That's where I'm leaning towards. But yeah, this took a really interesting turn, man. I'm excited to see what happens in the next chapter. Um, and Ito, I'm really interested to see who this character is, right? I really love the design, just like the mummy look. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.